Hey man, hold on. I gotta make sure the light right.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy King Bear. Hey, make sure you guys check out the Match My Energy podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, yes,
That's
sir.
the Match My Energy podcast. Make sure you check it out.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying?
That's magic right there.
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
magic.
God.
It's only going up from here. Trust and believe that.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. I appreciate you, man.
Watching all this, then, you know, I thought personally, from what I was seeing, the man Drake had he had energy to fight it. He tried.
You sure he had energy? I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he tried. He was making.
He tried. He tried his very best.
Yeah, he tried. He did though. He really did, because you know what? He put out some little beefy type, responses, and he made his 1-2 tracks, and he tried to make it go viral. But the response from Kendrick was crazy. And I think that he knew, for the longest time, Drake's main issue, from even a PR standpoint, is people beefing with him. Because the bros, he came up from, acting, and he came up from a good upbringing. He came up from wealth. Versus all these mans that came up from the gutter. You're not going to have street cred when you came up from wealth, and you came up from that that wealthy background, that silver gold spoon background, and you made it.
Platinum spoon, man.
Yeah, literally almost platinum spoon. Everyone around him was caking. He has a Jewish fan, everything. So obviously the biggest concern for him is always going to be man's beefing with him. But I do think he tried to help a lot of people, and he avoided a lot of fights for a long time, and he just did his own thing.
He avoided fights.
Yeah. So for him to actually have been putting L responses shows he put up a fight. That's all I'm saying. I didn't think he was.
Fight back, nigga.
Yeah. I didn't think he was winning, but I didn't think he was losing that bad initially. But yeah, he lost hard.
He lost disgustingly, dog. What are you talking about?
Dog, the battle was over from Euphoria, and I don't think people understand that.
Yeah.
It was over since Euphoria. When Euphoria dropped, first of all, it was so strategic of him to drop Euphoria on Tuesday. Only because when you drop something that early in the week, it gives people time to pick it up. And what a lot of people don't realize is that dropping on a Tuesday, knowing that a lot of podcasts drop on Wednesdays, meaning that you literally gave them time to digest your shit for a little bit so they can go on a podcast and talk and say, what just happened?
It's true.
Right? And then even with when Drake responded with Family Matters, cool. He responded with Meet the Grams about 30 minutes later.
Yeah, he was fast to respond.
That's the fastest response I've ever seen in my life, my guy.
That was crazy.
That's gotta be a record of some sort, right? But here's the thing though. 30-minute response, and look at the rebuttals already. There's a mole in your camp. Cause he's had that. The man literally turned over in his bed and went to YouTube and made the video unprivate. That's all he did.
He had it ready, loaded.
It was already there.
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
So, but needless to say, Kendrick came into that battle throwing the shots initially prepared.
Yeah.
He came in ready to dismantle this nigga. Yeah. And he did, but
strategically.
Yeah, he literally surgically goblined him.
Literally.
But this is the thing that I want to admit. Like I said, that was Drake's one weakness. Drake put on this man early in his career. He did listen.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of proof that actually when Kendrick was just starting out, he did admire. I wouldn't say he admired Drake, but he definitely knew that he was the bigger artist. Early days, 2011, 2010 days, he was, right? And I see you're fuming. But the thing about what Drake did was Drake said, all right, I don't have to put this man on my tour. My label's telling me to put other mans on, but he fought for them. He admitted he fought for Kendrick. He fought for ASAP to get put on. And then look, the two mans that he fought to put on his tour and help blow up, and he even put him on the track, one of his early albums, where he's ad-libbing, if I could, I could be the death of
you.
Sure. Right. So I'm just trying to just showcase Drake did do good. He did try to help these guys, and he never actually did try to beef with these guys. And these mans came in with the just picking him ASAP. stole the bitch, love of his life, impregnated her. Fucking Kendrick's here leaking that he has kids with Kanye. What does that tell me? That tells me either they're jealous, or they're mad that he's at the top, or they don't like him for whatever reason.
Yeah, you're right. I'm fuming.
But to each their own. They're allowed to do that. But I'm a light skin, speaking from the devil's advocate, defending the light skinned man.
Devil's advocate on the devil's side, man. All right.
Whoa! I'm just saying because you're Kendrick. You're like Kendrick.
I'm not. I'm neutral. This is a crazy thing. I've been neutral this whole time.
Really?
Dog, call my phone right now. Call my phone.
Okay, I'll call your phone.
Call my phone. I'll make sure to put my volume up. Make sure to put my volume all the way up.
What do you mean breathe? I can't be. Yo, bring me a shot.
People that know me know that I've had this ringtone for years. When they won the chip, this was my ringtone. And I never changed it. I've been neutral this whole time.
Okay.
I've been neutral this whole time.
True, okay.
But I clearly see the talent. But before we get into that,
Yeah.
welcome back to the Master Energy Podcast. Alright? My name is Randy. I'm here with...
This is Cordell. You can call me Cerulean.
There we go. Now, let me go back into it now. I'm neutral, right? But the talent shows. I'm on the side of talent. I'm on the side of skill. I'm on the side of like rapping capabilities. How fire your beat is. I'm on those sides, right? Kendrick schooled him, educated him on his own game, right? Like, think about it. He went back to back on this man. He did what he did to me, bro. And he did it twice. He did it twice. That's a double entendre outside of a song. Who does that? What are we talking about? You understand how important entendres are in a rap beef? And 616 in LA, when you look at that track, right? The title itself has about 6 different entendres on that shit.
Ooh, you gotta play that.
I wish YouTube.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. It was expected. Obviously, if you're gonna go toe to toe with a lyrical master, from the beginning, Kendrick was the better lyricist. From the beginning, he was the OG rapper. He was the one that actually had the lyrical talent, right? That's why he won the Artist of the Year every time he won it. This is why he has the fans that he has. It's why he was able to unify these mans.
That's also why he's able to disappear for 5 years and come back and still it's like he never left.
Correct.
He's the only man can do that outside of Cole.
True. But
Right?
that's lyrical talent. That's what
Exactly.
it is for you.
That's what lyrical talent does. It makes people want to come back to your music.
Right.
It makes people want to dissect and analyze your music. Do you understand how many people were dissecting Kendrick's tracks? Bro, kids in high school were dissecting his tracks. Kids in high school listen to Sexy Red and all them little niggas.
Yeah.
And they're still dissecting Kendrick's tracks.
Yes. The eloquent
That's what.
teenagers.
What Drake track does he have where people dissect that shit?
Yeah, it's too simple.
Bro, I struggle with this word all the time because I don't know. I guess it's a part of like the way I speak and everything. I kind of mess with the word, but it's like Kendrick, like it's like Kendrick wrote like hieroglyphics with Euphoria because you can still go back. It's like stone tablets. You still go back and find a new meaning to the same song to this day.
Yeah. Now I need to look at that song because that song was like one of the early beef tracks that he released.
Bro, and personally, on a personal level, Euphoria is technically a better track than Not Like Us.
Really?
Hear me out. Euphoria is a better track. First of all, it's a long track, yes, but like
Yes,
that
I
beat,
remember.
that is such a good beat. I don't think people realize how good that beat is. And the flow on that song is disgusting, man. And he switches up his tones all the time. These are like the
Oh yeah, I remember now.
these are the characteristics of having a hit track. Euphoria is a hit track.
Shit, 6 minutes long.
I know, right? With a 1 minute build up. But like these are the characteristics to a good track. To a hit charting track. And then numbers show. Right? So like the only reason why Not Like Us is better worldwide is because of the West Coast like impact, right? Like look at every West Coast track that's been like a hit, that's been popular. California Love, you know, what else? A couple YG tracks that's been bumping.
Talking about Drake?
No, I'm talking about the West Coast like culture and their
in
music
general.
and their sound, right?
Okay.
That's like that shit works.
Yeah.
Right? Like West Coast like rap, that's eternal. That shit's not going anywhere. It's gonna disappear, but it always comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you can't throw away that. And then even on the Not Like Us music video, Kendrick has another West Coast track ready, which confirms my theory that Kendrick is gonna probably put out a West Coast album. Like
you heard it first.
Like I'm analyzing here. And going back to your point now about Drake putting on Kendrick, I'm not disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding to that by saying that the only reason why he did that is because he was looking to steal tracks from him. The same
I
way
knew you were gonna say that.
The same way he tried to do that to The Weeknd, and why The Weeknd hates him. He did it to Party successfully.
Yeah, he really
Because
got him.
Party Next Door is gone. He just came back and his shit was mid.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening to it.
He made sure that he was never gonna come out like he should have.
But why though?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Because think about it, Drake has been dethroned, right? Who's next from the city to come up and be that next rapper? I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah, because there's been so many that came and went that tried to make a splash, but I feel like he always made sure.
Dog.
Like even Houdini and all them mans, that man got killed.
Bro, we can't rely on Pressa.
Yeah, no, and Press is in his pocket too.
And Pressa was supposed to be that guy too ever since he linked with Coi Leray.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to ride that wave, lost the wave immediately.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
No, I don't eat box food. You know he was eating that. You know he was eating that box food.
You can't take a Toronto man anywhere, dog. You're supposed to ride the wave, fam. When you're given something like that, an opportunity like that, you ride the wave.
Yeah.
But you're so prideful and egotistical, like Drake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you lost your wave.
You might be right though. I think he might have. I 100% agree that he saw the talent in Kendrick and he saw the talent in ASAP. So that's why he put them on Hundo.
And try to take their tracks.
And maybe even more as far as to steal their shit. Perhaps yes.
Look how many songs he stole from other people. Look at the song he stole from Dram.
It's weird that he does that consistently, and he knows he's doing that. Like, why is he? That's why people do call him a culture vulture. 100%, because he just be hopping on whatever works and trying to remix it to work to make it like basically he knows that if he can steal it and he can put it out, he'll make way more money than if they do.
And it's so simple for him to not be a culture vulture by just like respecting the culture.
Yeah.
Giving back to the culture, you know? God's plan, that's not giving back to no culture. He just gave out money. Right?
He basically paid to win over the people's respect.
Exactly. Like that
Yeah.
that doesn't do anything for you because you're still it's like what Kendrick said in Euphoria, like all that money and you're still a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once a lame, always a lame. You ever thought that money, that power and the fame will make you go with whatever, some shit like that he said?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, like, all that money, you still lame as hell, bro. Like, and the beef proves it. Because if you weren't lame, you would have won this beef. You know?
True.
But, like...
Yeah, he really did just dead it. Like, he literally could not do anything, so he just stopped responding. And I know he's having a PR nightmare. His team's saying, like, all right, what do we do? We do damage control.
How are you going to do damage control on OV Ho? Bro, you know you can't wear that shit outside of Canada no more.
Yeah,
You can't. Because now you're OV Ho.
Did you see them? You must have saw the music video.
Of course.
That music video was crazy with the owl at the end. What?
I need to watch that video one more time because someone told me that there's braids on the owl.
I didn't see that.
I gotta go see that. I gotta go confirm that. But someone said there's braids on the owl. If there's braids on the owl,
Crazy. That's crazy how he did that. Oh my god.
the hopscotch.
I didn't see that.
No, when the A minor part and he did the hopscotch part.
Oh yeah. It was good.
And then when he's dancing in the storage container area with Keita the Great, one of the dancers out in LA, that's supposed to symbolize the human trafficking shit and the exploitation of black people type shit.
True. Giving me shivers. Whoa, I didn't even take that in.
Yeah.
What?
Because you see how they're going crazy with the dances and shit. They have
Yeah.
all these storage containers, exploitation of black people. in the culture.
And that's when he was referencing that too. That was when he was referencing
Exactly,
it.
right?
And honestly, Drake was stupid as hell to even mention, why are you trying to free the slaves? Like, what?
Dog, you're black. What are you doing?
I know, that was so stupid,
What
actually.
are you doing?
I know
You revealed yourself.
That's true.
And people that are on Drake's side, you're not for culture. Honestly, I'm sorry.
Well, it's hard to be on his side when he did something like that, when he said something like
People
that.
are still on his side.
Well, because
The group chat proves it. There's one man in there that's on his side.
Yeah.
So, I feel sorry for you.
Because ultimately, like, if you do look at his whole legacy, he did come from a place of wealth, but he didn't. He tried to play it smart. He didn't pick any fights with anyone. He tried to be good. But then obviously he wasn't perfect. That's why I think they're trying to defend him. Because no one's perfect. A lot of these mans are doing this funny pedo business.
I'm gonna keep it a band. He's a nerd, bro. If you look at his childhood, bro.
Yeah.
All
he
them home
was.
videos and shit, that boy a nerd, bro. It's just a nerd with money. That's it.
He definitely looked like he wasn't hard at all. Like, that's for sure. He wasn't hard at all.
God, I swear he was in like some sort of show where he was grabbing up a next man's bum.
Oh Lord, don't even get me started. He did what he had to do to get the fame before he got
especially
it.
that blackface.
Yeah, he did do a lot of weird shit.
How you black in blackface? You make it make sense. No, the fuck?
Trust.
How the hell you black in blackface, fam? You understand how backwards that is?
And the thing is he did set himself up for that. Like, the more I've looked at it, the more I'm like, yeah, he fully set himself up for this.
It's not even just that. Like, bro, he never responded to Pusha T, but responded to fucking Joe Budden when Joe Budden dissed his album.
That was another strategic move. He knew if he responded to Pusha T, he'd get creamed. So he had to respond to Joe Budden because Joe Budden's the next light skin.
Yeah, but look at what happened there right now. You didn't respond to the person that you're supposed to respond to, saying that you had something in the tuck. But people were like, no, don't do it. Why? Why? This is rap beef. This is what people do in rap beef. Why? Well, why are you letting people stop you from literally, like, if you had that, you know, that red button, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Nigga, hit that shit.
You're referring to infrared? Infrared?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know what
I think it was
track.
infrared.
I don't know, but like he had a red button that was a track that was supposed to end Pusha T, and he had the same one for Kendrick that he was supposed to hit that he never hit apparently.
He's bluffing.
Doesn't make sense, bro. And I love Joe Budden's take on the red button. Talking about sleeping pills. that monster's asleep, bro. You understand how many sleeping pills I took in my life? That nigga's fast asleep right now.
He's on them.
Oh my goodness. Nah, like, no. Like, y'all need to let it go. Like, the whole world agrees that Drake lost.
Yeah.
People across the world agrees this man lost. Like, what are you trying to gain from just being on his side? That's my question.
You gotta represent Toronto.
You can't represent Toronto because Toronto barely has a culture.
He killed it. He killed it.
Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. He kind of did, but we never had a culture to begin with. But like, he got rid of every sense of a culture that we were trying to build.
It's true.
Because he just made everyone soft and emotional off of his music. So I don't listen to his music too much. Like, he has tracks, yeah. Like, I listen to like his summertime tracks, some of his Caribbean tracks. Like, he has hits. I'm not discrediting his hits, but like, I'm only at the point where it's just like, bro, you had a beef. You claim to be the top in the world, top rapper in, like, you know, all of planet Earth, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're supposed to be that guy. You're supposed to defend yourself with no issues at this point.
It's true. He should be able to.
But you're out here moving like you're Lil Yachty or some shit with your nails painted.
And that's 100% why you're saying, like, talent-wise, he has no talent. He can't fight back.
No.
He literally can't. He doesn't have the rap like Kendrick does. He doesn't have the lyrical.
He barely has a pen. Like,
It's true. He's being buying and ghostwriting 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's And do you think it's the beginning of the end now for him, or do you think he's gonna resurge?
The resurgence is definitely possible, but like, he needs to grow up.
Yeah.
He needs to grow up. He's still stuck in his little boy days. Look, like after the beef, the 3 tracks that he put out.
He put out tracks after?
Yeah, he was on features.
Oh, okay.
So the first one was with Sexy Red,
Ugh.
the You My Everything track where her voice cracked at the beginning.
Oh God.
God knows why that came out, or who greenlight that shit. Then it's the Wagwan Delilah. I don't know why that.
Culture vulture that. Or actually, yeah.
Technically, he did because he's from Toronto, yeah. But like, when is he outside of Canada speaking like a Torontonian?
It's true.
So he technically did. To try to let him know, like, nah, I'm from this city. Yeah, your city's waste, fuck.
I saw that guy at the casino the other day.
Yeah. Good word.
Yeah, there with a bunch of.
Man, he's trying to fucking gamble away his advance.
No, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, like, and then he was on a feature on what's her name, Camila Cabello. Her album with the track is good. Like, it's like a nice summertime track, but he went back to his Caribbean vibe.
True.
So he ran back to Jamaica basically. And I said this point too. From the past couple Drake albums that came out, where was the Caribbean track that was supposed to be on those tracks? Like how he always used to on his albums. He stopped making Caribbean tracks. Why? Those were his hits.
He let P&D out of the sweatshop. That's why.
Nonsense, bro. That's nonsense. I don't know why he thought, oh no, I don't need a Caribbean track on this album. No, you do. That's your bag.
Yeah, well, Work was, I think, one of the last ones. I feel like that was Caribbean.
No, he had one with Popcorn.
True.
Weekend done.
True.
That's the last track I remember.
Those are fire with him usually. When he does them, they're good.
Now I didn't like that track so much, but like it's like
yeah.
You know, like another Caribbean track to put out for a summer. I'm like, I respect it.
Yeah.
But it's not the best one. You know, I still go back to the older ones, like, you know, Controller, One Dance, all them ones, right?
Yes.
You know, those are his best ones.
It's true.
You know, but like, there was at least like 3 albums. There's no Caribbean track, and all those albums were mid. But when you have like the albums that have Caribbean tracks on it, were all fire. They're all good.
It's true. I agree.
Right?
With you. Yeah. Actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and now he ran back. But the thing is, the Camila Cabello girl, she's from
Columbia.
Fifth Harmony.
Ooh.
The Fifth Harmony lead singer. The one that was racist in Normani.
Ooh.
That's not a good look, man. First you're called a colonizer. Now you're featured on a racist girl's track. She had to go to rehab for the racism. Yeah.
What?
And he has a feature with the gal. Dog, what are you doing, my guy? You're not doing your research.
Yo, speaking of racist, what happened to Doja Cat? What happened to that girl, yo? She shaved her head and she went off the radar after that. Remember?
I mean, she put out an album or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, she had her little 1-2 following, and then she just disappeared. I haven't heard from her in a minute. And she was exposed after she made it a little bigger, for kind of like trying to hop on like some white supremacy chat group and say some real racist shit. Remember that?
I remember that shit.
The things people do. I genuinely believe Meek Mill did get sodomized by fucking what's his name? By Diddy. I believe it.
I got Diddy raped.
Yeah. He was at his base and he woke up in the cage and he was like, what happened?
Nah, there was a video that came out. It was the day after. People are saying it's the day after, but it's like it's Meek Mill in the pool with his legs out. Bro.
Yeah, he was moving mad fruity for a minute. Why do you think that was? He got fucked up.
Did he lay that?
Yeah. He was, I don't know what the man was going to do. Meek Mill was going to expose him, I think.
It's that pink cocaine, bro.
And then he was like, nah, you're not going to expose me. And then he got exposed anyways.
Crazy.
Yeah, now I swear he's on the run.
I don't know what, I don't care what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a weird old
It's
guy.
like they're putting on all the people that have like weird shit going on in their life. You're not putting on the people that are actually like trying to get into the industry with their talent. Because there's some talented people out there, man.
And I've noticed the wave is moving away from drugs too. Like, it's still there. Like, the wave is still on drugs. But like, it's moving a little bit away, which is good. Because I feel like Kendrick too, I don't think this man does drugs like that.
Dog, he literally raps and works out.
Yeah, like
That's it. Bro, the man was in Compton.
Yeah.
Doing what's it called? California burpees.
You see?
California burpees basically like when you do the push-ups, they do like a little burpee on top of the little, Like I did my research on that shit. A lot of people out in California do that kind of style of like push-ups, right?
Yeah.
So like that's literally what he was doing in his front yard, listening to some oldies.
There you go.
That's all he.
So, but how
What
can
drugs?
How can you not respect that? I know for a fact that the other mans that he's beefing with do drugs. They definitely like.
Here's the thing. Though.
That's the
So,
thing. He's for the kids. He's for the youth. He's for the culture.
So what you're saying now is a fact. Like they're leading away from the drug shit. You gotta thank Juice WRLD's death for that, which is unfortunate. But like, it is what it is.
Because he was legendary.
Exactly right. Like he really resonated with all like the kids and shit.
Yeah.
You know, but like kind of got on drugs and all. But like his passing with the overdose, that kind of opened people's eyes up and shit. So since then, it's slowly been like people moving away from it. But the problem is that there's still so many people that are on it currently.
By the way, I feel like Future faded in me. He murked him on his own album.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I never looked into that.
I know. I'm definitely like speaking out of pocket here, but I 100% feel like Future was envious of him after he murked him on his own album. It was supposed to be Future's album. Juice WRLD took that shit, yo.
I mean,
he ate him on it. He did everything.
A lot of rappers are just envious of the younger crowd because, like, first of all, they're stealing their whole flow and actually making hits. You know, the hits that they can't think of no more.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
they're past their prime.
That's just how it goes. The only person that doesn't really work with is Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne's different, and he still makes music to this day.
It's true.
It's just that no one's really tapped in with this shit.
But Drake did actually kind of hold his flow for a minute when he first started out. He held that. He had that, and then he moved on, and he translated from rapping because he really was a kind of like more into the rap initially.
Yeah.
And then he definitely made it over to the R&B soft shit after that.
Yeah.
It was interesting how he did that, but he totally had his flow in the beginning. If you listen to his tracks,
I mean the R&B was more. The R&B was there.
Yeah.
But the rapping slowly built up. Is what I was saying.
But you hear Lil Wayne in him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. With the raps. Anytime you rap, but like
Yeah.
the reason why he stood out is because like after he did that shit, he started singing.
Like Motto.
Yeah, so
Add it.
right, so like that's why he like kind of like that. Okay, let me speak to that because like when it comes to Drake now, like this is why like everyone put him on at the time because people, a lot of Drake fans get this shit confused. Like Drake put on all these rappers. No, all the rappers that Drake did features with have been out. Right, but the thing about Drake is that the reason why he's like a golden child is because like his raps were nice, but it's because he can sing at the time, right? Nobody was doing that because he sung well with his raps, right? He started away from rapping and singing shit. We gotta remember that shit. We gotta give flowers to that shit, right? He's the one that, and this is why people went around like, yo, come here, right? Like everyone's like, nah, we need you over here. You can rap, right? Bet. Can you sing a hook? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Stay scheming.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
We gotta understand, like, these people been out. Rick Ross been out. Future been out. ASAP been out. Oh, hold on.
No, he was out before ASAP.
Yeah, he was out before ASAP. Yeah, I'll give him that. But to the older artists, Wayne been out. You know, all of them been out. But like, people need to understand, they had hits before Drake too, and they can still make hits after Drake. Rick Ross made hits after Drake. Future made hits after Drake. To this day, no one. Okay, for Future, to this day, there's not one song I can see go up against March Madness.
March Madness was wicked though. That was one of his, if not his best.
That's one of his best tracks I've ever heard, bro. March Madness, bro.
Oof.
I play that shit to this day, man.
Oh yeah, that was
That's a track.
It's
right
a super
there.
track.
That's a track right there, my guy. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, and Dirty Soda Iced Tea. No, Fully Loaded AP. Dirty Sprite.
Yeah.
That was a crazy track. I just fucked you up in some Gucci flip flops. That was another crazy one. Was that Percocets? No, that was the next one. Future, okay, but see, Future now, he took a while to make it. He was trying for a hot minute.
Cause he was doing everything. Like he was really being a student to the game.
Yeah.
Until he got up on some fuck shit. Right? Like he was actually a writer. Yeah. He wrote Beyonce's track that they technically took from him.
Yeah.
You know, like he had all he tried his singing shit. He sung his way. That made it work. He had the autotune and all that shit, but people love that shit.
Oh yeah.
One of his tracks that I love personally that was more on the singing side was Fresh Air by Future.
I don't even know that one.
Dude, when that shit dropped, bro, when I say niggas in the hood were crying. These mans were in tears, bro. Man, listening to the track, crying in tears. I'm like, yeah?
Yeah.
And I listen to shit, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Especially when you listen to it on a day like this. Oh my God. It actually, you look around different. You be like, this is the future? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually crazy to me.
Yeah, that's the same thing for me and IB. Remember IB you, babe? IB you,
Yeah. That's a heavy one.
Bro, I was there listening to that.
That's a heavy
Not with, I was at the time with my baby mamas.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I chose the wrong one. And now I'm gonna have to just do what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to it like, I'll be your babe. I'll be your. Oh, yo, let me not even.
Well, yeah.
Let me not even. Let me stop at that.
Yeah, like, it's so crazy. Like, people think, nah, Drake put all these people on.
Mm-hmm.
No, they introduced him to into the rap industry, but Drake was actually smart for what he did because everyone was so welcoming. He took advantage of that,
Mm-hmm.
and Kendrick explained that on Not Like Us when he went to Atlanta for credibility. He went over here. He went to not every region in America that had like its own style of rap, but like he went to all the regions that he needed to touch to get himself famous.
Yeah, and
Oh,
go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say the man got the key to the city. They don't do that in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They don't give that out
That's what I'm saying.
at all.
Exactly.
And he got that. And Drake had the key to Toronto, but like that is a feat in itself.
That's what I'm saying, right?
He had the mayor talking shit about Drake. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that guy, yo. That's crazy. That's why I had to ask you, do you think Drake's gonna make a resurgence? Because I feel like if I were Drake, I would sit down for a minute, because if Kendrick feels like it, he could just keep going. Like he could just keep going.
That's the mystique behind Kendrick. But let me speak to the Drake thing.
Yeah.
Because I think he can, but like I said, he needs to grow the fuck up, bro.
Explain that.
Okay, bet, because I'm glad you asked, because all that nail painting, all that being sassy,
With the lips.
talking all these selfies, all this what are you doing? You're a 37-year-old grown ass rapper. You're supposed to be one of the top 3. You're clearly not, but you're supposed to be there, claimed by you and a couple of your peers. Talking about he GOAT. You're supposed to be all these things, and you're not even moving like you're such. You're supposed to be on a Nas level. You're supposed to be on a Jay-Z level. You're supposed to be on a Jadakiss level. You at least be on a Busta Rhymes level.
That was his fault. His branding is not hard. He was never branded as the hard guy.
And here's the thing about the branding. He had all the opportunity to do that and never did it.
But look
He
at
only acts like it, but like a lot of times when it comes to the branding of like being like that guy being hard, let's just say the industry will make it happen, because a lot of these situations are like they're kind of fabricated almost, or like set up in a way to make you look like a certain thing, right? Like look at Pooh Shiesty, for example, when he went to jail.
Yeah.
Right? Off the gun shit. You know damn well he didn't need to shoot that shit. But if he did, his sales will go up. Because he's in jail. And people are like, oh no, this nigga hard, bro.
Yeah.
People still listening to his shit, bro.
It's true.
I still be blasting Monday to Sunday. The hell?
Mm-hmm.
Like, going to jail for a lot of these dudes boosts their career.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be in jail all the time, but maybe a couple fights here and there. The baby. But then he kind of killed himself with saying the shit on stage. But here's the funny thing now.
And he paid to say that, you know.
But here's the funny thing now. All what he said, and look what song he came out with after. Shake Song.
Mm-hmm.
That blew up. He put himself back on the map with that song. And then rode the wave and stayed on that similar kind of sound.
Mm-hmm.
All the songs that he put out since then have been similar.
It's true.
Right? Mm-hmm. So he made himself relevant again, even though he kind of took a dip in his career.
Hundo, because once you're against like the media, the empire, it's gonna be hard for you to get the clout. Like
But that's when you get the hometown vote now.
Yeah.
You you know. And once you get the hometown vote, and they hear a song like Shake Song, they gonna go crazy with that shit.
Yeah.
It's strategy.
It's true.
It's strategy for this shit, bro.
I feel like another big person to really bring up here too is like, if you want to look at, like you said, like the media and the hometown stuff, Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
He is the pinnacle of like the combination of it. He did not care to do what they told him to do.
Yeah.
And he continued like maintaining his home cred, going there, building that up, but I noticed he did not stop doing what they wanted him to do. Man was wearing latex ass weird outfits, doing the air humps, doing womanized, like woman feminized behavior stuff, wearing purses, all this stuff like even Young Thug was doing. And it makes you really wonder why like they keep trying to feminize black men. Because I know like if he's a straight man, yeah, okay, you could be like a metrosexual and feel good about yourself and know you're straight and dress however you want to dress. But bro, like it's obvious you never used to dress like that. Like now you're just pushing it with the purses and stuff. Buy myself a Birkin bag. I don't know, man. I just like you changed into that. He wasn't doing that from the beginning. From the beginning, he would be he'd be topless with the, you know, he was like a not ASAP. He was like a Travis Scott kind of, and he'd be running and doing all this stuff with the hair, and he was openly talking about the woman he had that came up with him, and then and he would sing about her in his songs. So what is he doing? He's promoting heterosexual relationships. And now it's not that he's not promoting it, but the way he's visualizing that he's showing himself, and the way he's doing, it's just weird, bro. It's like giving demonic vibes.
That's the evil side of the strategy in the music industry. Because strategy, good or bad, is gonna get you on the map.
Yeah.
It's gonna solidify you, right?
Yeah.
Because think about it. All that you just explained, but Eternal Take is still fire.
Yeah.
Like both the original and the deluxe. Eternal Take is fire. Eternal Take is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. When it first dropped, everyone's like, "Oh, he's rapping too much." I'm like, "Do you not hear him? This nigga rapping his ass off."
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be a melodic rapper. He's supposed to be on like on the 808s like singing shit. This nigga rapping his ass off like he's a top rapper.
I lied. I'm telling you, he goes off. He drops.
And then months later, people realize, oh, he rapping. I'm like, nigga, I've been said this.
Yeah, yo.
Holy.
He just. I feel like he's really talented too. He has his nice flow. Like remember Futsal? Yeah. And then did you hear Dummy Man? It's unreleased.
I think it was on Spotify. I heard it.
He's like
yeah.
Yo,
nasty, bro.
It's crazy.
But you see what I'm saying? Like he still has heat. You know, like he's still ready for like another drop. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like the PR shit you have to go through. You know, all the music industry shit you got to do. I mean, that's how the industry is, man.
But see, if he didn't do that stuff, I feel like he would not have.
His career was actually on the decline.
Yeah.
It actually was on the decline. So if he didn't do that shit, he would have been fucked.
So, and now it's like, now if you were in his shoes, what would you do that?
See, nah, I ain't doing that.
Of course not. But everyone says that.
If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. You know why they're doing this? Because they don't want to go.
They don't want to go yet.
They love the fame too much. They love the money too much.
Yeah.
And the thing is, their deals, it's the deals too that people don't realize. A lot of times, like your deals require you to get this many albums out or this many singles or whatever, right? Depending on what kind of signature you're putting down or whatever, like kind of like paper, right? People don't understand, like, yo, a lot of times they're moving like this because they got to make a quota. You know, they got to make there's a number out there that they got to make, and they got to do it however they can. And there's a strategy for them for them to do it. And they're like, if you don't do this, you're not gonna get the money that you're supposed to get.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
how it is.
I like Frank Ocean and Kid Cudi for that.
Yeah.
Because I 100% know both of them had deals. Yeah. And they both went about getting those deals put out and like finishing them in different ways. I think Kid Cudi did his Interstellar. No, it was Interstellar. It was one that was on Netflix, Intergalactic or whatever it was called.
For the show.
It was like a movie, but it was like a movie that was broken down into like 5 different episodes or something. It was really well done. I actually liked it a lot. Yeah. That was Kid Cudi's. Yeah. And then I know Frank Ocean did like I think he said it was a visual album or something. And so like these guys, even though they're super talented and they got signed into these deals, you have to admire like their ability to work around and say like, all right, I have to put these out, but I'm gonna put them on my way. I'm gonna do it my way, and they're like negotiating, right? Because
that shows the creativity, especially in Kid Cudi, because like he's also on the fashion side. He's a bit of a fashion designer. He runs around with a lot of fashion designers. He's on the runways for a lot of people, right? Like him being, for example, him being on the runway is like kind of his gateway to getting into the fashion industry. They're like, okay, if you wear this on the runway, we'll show you this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it goes. It's like you scratch my back, I scratch your back type shit, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of times that's how the music industry is supposed to work.
It should be.
You know, but like they took it into a whole new like stratosphere of that shit. But like going back to Kid Cudi, like it's the creativity. Like if you're a creative person, like as an artist, you're supposed to be creative. But like if you're creative outside of music, it's like a one-up on everyone else around you. Because you notice how Kid Cudi's in a different stratosphere than everyone else?
It is, yeah.
Right?
Oh, remember Bob?
Yeah.
Bob was in a different place too. He was trying to put the kids on the good stuff. He was trying to change the way people think, and he was rapping for a good purpose.
Yeah.
And then look at what happened to him.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You gotta be creative. As much as you want to push a message, you gotta be smart with how you push the message.
Yeah.
You can't just come into the industry saying, "No, I want to uplift the kids and shit," knowing that that's not what the industry wants.
Exactly.
They don't want to uplift no kids. They want the kids' money. They want the kids' ears.
Yeah.
They want
control.
They want the kids' minds. You know, it's mind control type shit, right? That's what music does, right? But you gotta be smart with it. You know?
Yeah, man.
Like for example, a good example is like with Tory Lanez in like his case when he was going through the whole like case in court and shit, and like he was muzzled, right, by the judge. The judge deemed him not being able to speak about the case at all, but Megan Thee Stallion's able to speak about it anyhow.
Really?
Yeah. That's what happened in the case. That's why you didn't hear shit from him. But one thing he did is that every album that he put out, every single that he put out, subliminals.
Yeah.
Shit's in the songs. Like the details are in the songs. Like all you gotta do is listen to the tracks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not just the court documents that you gotta read. It's the tracks too. Because he may not be saying names, but he's describing what's happening.
Yeah.
In different stories in his songs.
Yeah.
Right? This is the creative side of shit. You know, this is how you get your message out.
It's true.
But unfortunately, because like we all know the reason why he's in jail, and it's not for shooting Meg.
Because he didn't even shoot her.
Exactly. There's no gunshot residue on the mat.
Exactly.
If there's no gunshot residue on the mat, there's no fingerprints on the fucking bullet.
Yeah.
Or on the gun. But the fingerprints are on the best friend.
Yeah.
But the best friend got the immunity deal.
Yeah. That tells you something.
That's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's the best friend that shot at Beg. Because they were fucking the same man, no? And you know how gal get when they're emotional and drunk, no?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Moving on.
And at first, the friend was on Tori's side.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she was wishy-washy.
They
threatened her family.
And now she's living good off the money that she got from that shit.
Right.
So of course they paid for that.
Right.
Rock Nation. Jay-Z.
And that tells you what this is. This is what it is, bro.
That's the music industry working right now. They trying to control your minds by changing narratives.
So, on that note now, remember on our last episode together, I basically was saying, like, you know, a real woman will ride with their man.
Yeah.
I just had to admit, like, I looked at one of my friends was reading the comments.
Yeah.
And he saw that, you know, someone commented that basically you shouldn't be trying to get into a serious relationship if you're quote unquote homeless. And this is on the blurb where I'm saying that, you know, we're living in a culture where if a man doesn't have a car, he doesn't have his own place, like he's living with his parents, he doesn't make $3,000 to $5,000 a month here in GTA.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get like, you know, necessarily like a woman that'll stick with him long term. Or I'm not sure exactly if that's how I quoted it, but I know for a fact that was basically what I was saying.
Yeah.
She's saying that a man that doesn't make $3,000 to $5,000 a month, have a car or his own place, is homeless. That's most mans.
Especially in this economy, economy, I can't speak. See how
I know what you're saying.
That shit's scary.
It's scary, bro. Yeah, it's not like that's uncommon. That's most mans. And the thing that you also got to remember too is like, if you are living with your rents, Now you have to abide by your parents' rules,
Mm-hmm.
right? And their culture and what they were raised with is gonna define what you're allowed to get away with.
Yeah.
Yo, there's most ethnic families don't allow you to have like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever in the house
Nope.
unless they 100% like them and they want
Yeah.
that.
And now you're never gonna get that 100%. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it's very, very, very rare, bruh. You basically have to be locked in, and once you have that one chance,
Dog, you gotta be God at that point, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
or a white person, basically.
The God.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like you have to be.
God.
But that's not ethnic too. And excuse me for all the Caucasians that have the parents that don't allow their significant other over and stuff. But I know
We appreciate you.
Yeah, we still appreciate you. You're awesome. But y'all got it the most lucky on average, is what I think. Because
It's fact. It's a known fact. The numbers show. Like, it's not even anything racist. Look at the numbers, my guy.
Asian, any type of Asian.
Asians next.
Yeah. Yeah. But with
And then brown.
yeah, and then we're there too. Like I'm coming from a Bayesian mother, right? Like it's not a thing. I had my baby moms. She used to be able to come over and thing, and next thing you know, the gift of my mom gave me a gold chain that disappeared one day. She was like, yeah, no. See, and then she was telling me from the beginning, no. After that, you live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. Everyone has their reasons. Families and cultures have their reasons for not allowing people to be staying with you. But I totally understand why. And like I said, if you're a woman that's looking for that, fine, go for that. But if you are the type of woman that's gonna ride the man, then you are a good woman. That's what I'm gonna say. We men, we live in a world right now where we're at the bottom of the barrel here in Canada. We are. We gotta work the hardest. We gotta do the most. As a woman, yeah, you could pick someone if you're hardworking or not. You could be living with your parents. You could not have a car. You could make not less than 3 to 5K, but you'll still be picked up by someone that has enough, or maybe not. Depends on what you're looking for, right?
A man will pick up a girl,
But that's what I'm saying.
but a woman will not pick up a man.
Exactly. And that's my point. We need more women out here that don't look at it as like, I need a man to support me and take care of me. That is not it. That culture needs to go.
It's the ego and pride, my guy.
Exactly, and all it takes too is 1 or 2 mans in their lives to show them like that they're beautiful or that they're good looking and maybe they have a nice personality, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, no, I ain't sending. Like I said, I ain't sending for
But
less.
here's the problem now. It goes straight back to the music industry, because look at the music that's being promoted today and telling women what to do and who to choose.
Right.
Music's telling them to choose the opposite of what they're supposed to choose, like back in the day.
Yeah.
When the music literally told you gotta choose this kind of man. And the woman will sing about how that man is great, how that man take care of his shit, all that shit.
And
you know?
yo, this reminds me too. Take in, men here in Canada aren't even actually taught how to be proper men. Like we don't get taught how to fucking cut wood, how to do things around the house, like be a plumber, do this, be a fixer-upper husband. And even the ones that do have that, women aren't even looking for that.
Yeah,
They want the
they're
man.
looking for the
Yeah, they're looking for the man that will pay someone to come and do it.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like, it's just money, bro. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Money's the root of all evil. But like, you notice how like with men you don't really see it, but with women it's clear.
Yeah. Yo, for real.
It's actually crazy out here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's true.
I ain't gonna lie
And
to you.
it's true. And like if you look at what dating used to be like 3 decades ago, at least 3 decades ago, what was 3 decades ago? 1990?
Yeah.
Basically, at least back then, you could go to school, finish school, get a job,
Get a house.
and rent wasn't like 80% of your income.
You can get a house.
Yeah, even 30 years ago. Let's not go back to the 60s and the 70s where the baby boomers literally were guaranteed a house.
Yeah.
Because the houses were 80 to 100,000 back
Yeah.
then, maybe even less.
Yeah.
And the amount they would make was like 20 to 30,000.
They get the house in a couple of years.
Yeah, they would
All they
get
gotta
it
do
for
is just
sure.
grind it out for a couple of years. Boom, we got a house.
Literally. Or even back then when people were more honest and they would help you by paying it forward. There used to be a thing where people would come over from wherever they're coming from and they say, all right, I trust this person, this man has the most resources. We're going to build his house first this summer, and then the next summer we're gonna spend building this man's house, and then the 4 people that came together initially, in 4 years, they have 4 houses built. You think that's gonna happen now with this crazy culture?
Oh my God! Like at the restaurant might look empty. But literally, the whole thing is surrounded. Like it's a sting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Nah, like that's the creativity. Like everyone's okay. Think about it like this. Looking at that video, Kendrick hater will look at that and say, "Oh, it's just nothing but hate."
Yeah.
But the trained mind will say, why can't we have that? We don't have that here.
Drake's not unifying no one.
He's not unifying shit, bruh.
True.
We can't even unify ourselves without him, bruh. The only time we're unified is when there's a Celebration Square event. That's it. What happens after? Go on home.
That's why I have hope for the man, and I do feel like he's the future of the
My God.
He's just picking the right time. He's picking like he said, he's gonna go ghost, and then when he's ready and he's like, all right. People saying that now's the right time. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna drop it.
You notice throughout Kendrick's career, he's actually moving. Like it's like 90s and early 2000s. I just waiting on it. Just songs marinate. Because of streaming and streams now, it's every day. It says who? It says who? Right? Look at everything. And he sets himself up perfectly. Oh, he's super conscious about culture and all black people and all this shit. You're damn right he is. Because we the ones that listen to his shit. We the ones that love that shit, right? Yeah. So if he goes away now and takes a break and then comes back with new ideas but still stay on the same thing.
Yeah.
That means he's gonna get this similar amount of numbers, if not more, if there's no interference with advertising and media. That's what happens with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Because of the media and the advertising, they're like, oh, this guy always drops every 5 years. He doesn't care about his fans and shit. And then people that are dumb are going to think, oh, maybe he doesn't care about the fans. No. He dropped a therapy album for y'all to listen to when times are tough. But y'all is too stupid because y'all live in the moment and beg for streams like you're a coke fiend. But I'm saying too much.
Oh, this. Yeah, let's not throw it. If you do that, you do that. We're not judging. As long as you don't ruin your life, right?
Everyone ruining their life to us.
That's it.
That's the problem. That's why 2024 is like, we just looking at this here like, man, anybody made a time machine yet?
They didn't have that.
What, man? I'm trying to go back to early 2000 and watch some Saturday morning cartoons.
Yo, take in. Look at all the movies and what these movies are showcasing. Like, and I don't know if I have more time after this, but just take in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You ever watch the last installment of it or whatever, where they basically show that man that stole, like, almost removed him from existence.
Yeah.
He went back in time, or no, he went to the future. He grabbed the book showing all the sports stats. Went back in time, bet on all of it. They were smart enough where they wouldn't catch on to him and ban him.
Yeah.
And he literally ruled the world in the future. Like, think about it. And then you watch movies like Interstellar, where they go and they jump into the rim of the black hole, and then he's in the bulk being's 4th dimension. I 100% that people, every time there's a lightning storm, I'm like, what if that lightning storm is
It's like a portal.
Literally. Because it's so strange.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, a hurricane be just a giant portal.
That too. These natural occurrences. And then if you ever watch Rick and Morty, if you actually pay attention to the tiny little details in the episode that I think they changed the name. The Ricks have gone crazy. It's basically the episode where they are going to go now jump into his the ship's battery because the battery's not working.
Right.
And he goes in there, and the reason why the battery's not working is because the man has his own battery in that universe. And then he goes into his battery, and then that man realizes, oh wait, this is just a bunch of like this is what it is. In that world though, it's like he comes out of the volcano, bro. That would make sense. No one's going into no volcano. You're looking into that volcano. You're seeing lava.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, all right, I'm good. I ain't going there.
Shit,
but there's a lot of volcanoes,
Yeah.
and they found a massive open hole in North Pole. Right?
Hey man, death could be a portal.
Well, that too, right? I sometimes I feel like we're not living our first lives, but we've lived multiple lives because it's uncanny. How come some people are old souls? How come some people are, they're moving like from when they're babies, like they know Wagwan. There's certain people that from when they're kids, they're like savants. Like this one guy, they try to, he's an actor. They tried to say he was crazy. Like they actually tried to say he was crazy because he basically was telling his story and he was saying that from when he was a youth, he was like in his womb, he remembered what he was saying. Yeah, his name is you know this guy. He was a big famous actor. His name's Terrence Howard.
Oh yeah, he moved different nowadays.
He does.
That boy is scientist damn near.
Literally. But he came up off the acting.
Yeah.
If you actually look into what he's saying, he went to Oxford, he was like, yo, from when I was little, man, I was like in the womb, I was thinking like, yo, I can't forget this. I can't forget this. No one says that. So they're trying to say he's crazy. But what if he really just was like one of those monks that was just like,
He's literally just on a wavelength people don't understand.
Yeah.
And can't comprehend. And people are not ready for that.
Yeah.
That's just all it is.
Because the mind is so powerful, and I don't know about manifesting things. Like, yeah, maybe you can.
I'm not ready for that manifesting because like everyone's like, oh, you gotta manifest this.
Yeah, like,
bro. First of all, you can't just sit there and say I want this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't work like that. You can work towards it.
Right.
But you can't sit there like I want this.
But I do believe meditation is powerful.
I don't disagree. Focus is key.
Exactly. Because the mind is so overwhelmed with so much with the way we live in.
Yeah.
We're living in unheard of times.
Oh, facts.
So much distraction.
Yeah.
It's so easy to be depressed because of you always have this.
Absolutely.
You're supposed to be connected at all times with people with this, but you will feel the least connected with this.
Yeah.
Trust me. So I'm not saying that you can't have social media, you can't have this, can't have that, but meditation, so powerful. Anyone of you guys depressed? I'll tell you right now. Go to the sauna, turn off all the lights, and sit there and just clear your mind.
Yeah, but the world won't do that.
And if you ever have trouble clearing your mind, imagine a rose. Just imagine a rose.
I understand what you guys are thinking right now because I wasn't born yesterday. I know how y'all think. I know y'all ain't gonna do that. Let's keep it a band, alright? These are the things you're supposed to do to keep yourself sane, to keep your head clear and all that, but I know you guys won't do that. Let's be honest. We all live fast lives. We don't want to just sit there and just like make our minds go numb or anything like that. No, like we just want to move on to the next thing. That's how it goes. I know how y'all think. Don't worry. Anyway.
if you do that, let us know in the comments below.
There you go.
Because at the end of the day, I might be helping someone. You never know.
Oh, absolutely.
And throw us a like and make sure to subscribe. Right?
We hit 150 subscribers, by the way.
Hey.
Jeez. Next is 200.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's gonna take forever.
I'm gonna let everyone know when I go to my event tonight, the Parallel Creative Group event downtown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let everyone know I just came from a podcast, Match My Energy podcast.
I'm gonna fucking post this right now. I'll post it right now. I ain't
Let's
gonna lie
go,
to you.
bro.
This whole thing is perfect. I ain't gonna lie to
Let's
you.
go, bro.
Say less. I'll post it. Bet.
all right, brother. All right.
Bet, I'll post it right now. This whole episode perfect, bro.
You liked it?
Hell yeah, man. Shit. That was nice and easy. But anyway, this is another episode of Match My Energy Podcast. We are done here, man.
Till next time. Yes, sir.